You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Up the ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing shades on tight. I'll rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat. Down, turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I'll rule tonight. Saturday night, blonde hair, thunder taking the mic. Bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the President and CEO of RAWF. With me tonight in Columbus, Ohio, the one and only... El Vacant, good evening, El Vacant, soon to be RAWF Hall of Famer.
Hola muchachos, ¿cómo está mi amigo?
Good Lord, delayed reaction there. How you doing? How you doing
build
tonight?
Up tension, let it grow.
Is that what you were doing?
Yes.
All right.
So actually, I was taking a drink, but that's fine. No, I'm doing really well. How are you doing? How are you doing here? We're back here in Ohio.
Yeah, yes, we are. We are back from our trip in Europe, and we had a good time, certainly, but good to be home. And of course, Columbus, one of my favorite towns in all the world.
And I gotta tell you, it greeted us with some nice weather. It got a little rainy, but temperature-wise, it was nice. Wasn't hot, wasn't cold. You okay?
No, I'm a little under the weather. I won't lie. So if I'm a little
that travel catch up to you.
Yeah.
You don't have that hantavirus thing, do you?
The what?
Stay with it. The hantavirus thing that they're talking about.
The hantavirus?
Yeah.
No. I've never. I don't.
That's good because it's got like a 40% chance to kill you.
Oh well. Now, anyways.
You weren't on any weird cruises since I've last seen you, right?
No weird cruises. I mean, we were in Europe, so, just saying. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Columbus, Ohio tonight. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot to get out of the way here before we move on to people. Let's start with some event updates as soon as I find. There we go. All right. GM and event report. So I'm going to start with our RFC GM, the Immortal Griffith. Griffith, what do you have for us?
Well, I've got Chris Cage's opponent for Radiversary. The final outcome is Denzel the Giant is going to try to get a fourth title. Hello? What was that? Yeah.
Try that again, Griffith. Sorry about that.
I was saying Denzel the Giant is going to get a shot at another title at Radiversary because he has won his shot at the Iron Fist Championship.
Oh, shoot. Shit, if I had known that, I'd have made the graphic. All right. Well, that's good to know. So Denzel the Giant will be challenging Redneck Avenger. Is that correct? No, not Redneck Avenger.
No, no.
We have some
Christopher Cage.
Chris Cage, Denzel the Giant, and Chris Cage. Wow, this is incredible. Those three, including Teflon Sheik, they're going to be facing each other over and over. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. All right. Next up, Ultimate Gauntlet, Paragon of Greatness. Paragon, are you there?
Yes, I am, but apparently I don't know how to unmute. Last week we saw that she was currently on her run. She got as far as defeating. Excuse me. Sorry for my notes. She got as far as defeating her first opponent. Then her second opponent moved on to match number 3 with Jobu. However, she was unable to defeat Jobu, ending the run at 2. Jobu would then end his run at 1, immediately losing to Strangleheart. Strangleheart would go on into his gauntlet run after beating Jobu and now going up against Sean the Hitman Hurd.
All right. Short and sweet. I like it. Maeve, did you have anything for your event? I never did.
I will have something, but I don't have it yet because I got to go back and check. But apparently, I may have fucked up, so I may be remaking some of the Dark Side matches. I will let you know.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And from tags, there's only a couple matches left in the tag season that have not been finished. We should know by next week who will be challenging Spice and Hot for the tag team championships at Radiversary. All right, let's take a look at some of the interesting. First of all, the winner of the extra points tournament was DW. Second time DW has ever won the tournament.
And she's here. I see her.
Yes, congratulations, DW. Win over Wildfire in the finals for DW. Congratulations. We'll tell you in just a few minutes how that affected the rankings. Arsehole of the month is down to the final 3. Chev has defeated Chris Cage, and Chev awaits the winner of Teflon Sheik and Mick Devilson to see who will move on to face Blake Bradley, who was successful retaining his title against Anthony Patrick. No shock there.
No, I agree.
But at any rate, Teflon Sheik, Mick Devilson still facing out, still squaring off to see who will face Chev in the finals of the Arsehole. Hopefully that will be done by Radiversary next week. If not, of course, the match will go on Superstars the following week. Biatch of the month is down to the final match. It'll either be former Estrogen champion Destroyer or Wildfire, who is going to the Hall of Fame, is also a former Estrogen champion. One of those two will face Kicker for the Estrogen title at Radiversary. All right. Xanther, the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament. We have our money, people, folks. We are now in. Everyone that you hear here is guaranteed themselves at least 5 million coins and 500 wrestler bucks. All right, we have the former winner of the tournament, Denzel the Giant, taking on DVT. 2-time winner of the tournament, Sassy Applebee's, taking on the big guy Matnell. Or Matnell. I don't know how else I would say that. Psychotic Rage is taking on D's, and Solitude taking on Kicker. Those are your final 8 in this year's Xanther the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament. All 8 are guaranteed at least 5 million coins, 500 wrestler bucks. And right now, your money's got to be on Sassy, don't you think, El Vacant? That would be my guess.
Of who you listed? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. The two people that have won the tournament before, Denzel and Sassy, if they are victorious in this round, then they face each other in the next round. So, could be very interesting. I'm not looking forward to it. But can Sassy win it for a third time? We shall see. All right, so that is your event report as they happen right now. Let's move on to rankings. Take it away, L Vacant.
All right, everybody. Well, this is where we're only 2 ahead of where we were last week. So there are 8 out of 14 matches. At 8 out of 14, slightly more than half. You guys can do your own math. I'm not your teacher. All right, everybody. In 25th place, we have Kenta. In 24th place, we have DVT. In 23rd place, we have Solitude. In 22nd place, we have, oh, look at that, clickety clack, it's a hobo attack. That's right, Hobo Ezekiel's in 22nd place. In 21st place, we have Hotshot Chaz. In 19th place, we have Chev. Oh, in 18th place, oh, look at that, we have Wildfire. In 17th place, we have Blake motherfucking Bradley. In 16th place, we have Cybel. In 15th place, we have... that's hilarious. That's right. Stefan Sheik is in 15th place. In 14th place, we have Dr. Kent. In 13th place, we have Sassy Applebee's. In 12th place, we have the power player, Luke Cage. In 11th place, we have the man who's been calling himself a luchador lately, Michael Brewer. In 10th place, we have Simply the Best. In 9th place, we have Minnie Fee. In 8th place, we have Honey Apples. Oh, look at this. Talk about hitting the ground running. In 7th place, we have Mr. Seismo himself, Jason Richter. In 6th place, we have Chris Cage. In 5th place, we have Miss B. In 4th place, we have our extra points winner, Diesel Warrior. In third, oh look, he's back where he's supposed to be. Mr. Third Place is back in 3rd place. That's right, Killer Neptune. In 2nd place, we have Denzel the Giant. And in 1st place, and if you were paying attention, you're going to know who this is, Paragon of Greatness.
And yes, that is it would, this does include the 8 of 14 matches, only 2 matches more than last week, but there were some huge changes in just a couple of matches, including DW winning the 25 points, which was included in this, and that's why DW charged up from 9th place last week to 4th place. So good chunk for her there. A couple people fell, a couple people fell out, a couple people came in. So we will see. It's still very early. I can tell you right now it's very neck and neck in the top 40. Okay, so this is still pretty damn early. It's over 50%, but it's still not over by a long shot. Let's take a look here. There we go. So 8 of 12. So that's what? That's 2/3 of the way through, right? Elwagen? My Steiner math.
Yes, basically yes.
Okay, so Steiner math anyway. So he's got a 66%. No, never mind. But yes, Paragon still at number 1 with a bullet. Denzel the Giant's there's some distance there between Paragon and Denzel. So the real fight here is probably for 2nd place. Denzel the Giant, Killer Neptune, Diesel Warrior, Miss Beautifatal. She was in 2nd place last week. She fell a little bit, but still the best ranking she's ever been at. Jason Richter, looking to be Rookie of the Year here in 2026, are making it the top 10. He did what? Did he fall a little bit? No.
Wait, who are we talking about?
No, Jason Richter. No, he gained. That's right.
He gained.
He shot up from 13 last week to 7
he wasn't
this
in the top
week.
10 last week.
Yes. At any rate. But yeah, so it's looking really good. Only 4 undefeateds left after 8 matches. Paragon being 1, Honey Apples, Sassy Applebee's, and Solitude, the 4 undefeateds left in the rankings. And Solitude not saying too much, so one loss and he could be falling right out of
Poof
there.
gone.
What's that?
Poof gone.
Yes, poof gone.
Just like the ninja he is.
Yep. You gotta say something. I mean, come on.
Something.
He did say he has one trash. I mean, he's still ahead of Sisalu. He got one trash talk point, and he has posted 3 of his wins. So, got to give him a little credit, but not a whole lot. And at any rate, Honey Apples is having a hell of a season. Hopefully, she can maintain what she's been doing. So. That is your top 25, 8 of 14 matches. Still plenty left to be scored, including up until next week's Radiversary, which are the finals, of course, of this period. All right, let's now take a look at tomorrow's Superstars live from here in Columbus. We learned last week, of course, that Blake Bradley retained the men's championship against Anthony Patrick. No shocker there. But kind of a shocker. Kenta retained his Superstars championship last week against Destroyer. I mean, is that an upset? That's not an upset, is it?
No.
But at any rate, Kenta now turns around here in Columbus to defend against Fusion Skull. Fusion Skull looking for his first RAWF championship. I think in his career, maybe in the early days he might have had something, but I don't think so. So what are your thoughts here? Can Fusion Skull pull off a major upset tomorrow here in Columbus?
Could he? Sure, absolutely. I mean, I think Kento won this belt by the skin of his teeth and a little bit of luck. And I think if he doesn't get back on his game for where he was a couple months ago, I think Fusion could take this. Now, do I think that's going to happen? No. Could it happen? Yes.
We shall find out here tomorrow in Columbus. Kenta defending the Superstars Championship against Fusion Skull. For the undercard, who do we bring in always?
My buddy, my pal, Little Purple.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh, goodness. I'm still recovering from last week in Dublin there, Elvacant.
Yeah, you look rough.
Don't you
Abuela, yeah, see.
Doesn't she have like a hangover?
See, do you need one?
You got some of that stuff,
I do. I will get you one. You do your report. I'll go dig it out.
Oh, man. This is gonna hurt. Okay. So tomorrow's Superstars here. Here's your undercard. Draven Blackbird to take on Roger the Pirate. Cycle Girl versus Allie Knight. Luke Cage versus Magnificent Michael. Olivia McGinnis takes on Stormtrooper of Death. Chev takes on Wildfire. Sassy Applebee's takes on Deez. Hotshot Chaz takes on Big Papa. Scythe takes on Aaron McFadden. Lady Evil Lita takes on Joe Boo. Killer Neptune takes on Kitty Kabam. Soul Reaper takes on Badass Billy. Evan Deadly takes on Undertaker. Money Sue takes on Jason Richter. Michael Brewer takes on Chris Cage. Mystic Maniac takes on Sisalu. Mancunian Maniac takes on Caden Steele. Tad Beaglewolf Dennis takes on Hobo Ezekiel. Redneck Avenger takes on Lars Hellstrom. Mick Devilson takes on Miss Beautifatal. Psy takes on Cyanide Harvey. Psy versus Psy. How you like that? That's good. Extreme Enigma to take on The Legend. Teflon Sheik takes on Iceman Jer. Marquis de Sade takes on Tigress. Maeve O'Hare takes on Crazy Serb. Honey Apples takes on Rick Nelson. Steve Johnson takes on Black Lilith. Papa Shaker takes on Joey A. Starlight takes on Destroyer. Ken Costa takes on Blake Bradley. Jim Steele takes on Mark Caliber. Ooh, Simply the Best versus the Paragon of Greatness. That could be the match of tomorrow. Just saying. DVT takes on Toxic Megatron Avenger. Dark Warrior takes on Anthony Patrick. Minifee takes on Davila. Hot Cheese takes on the Minion. Kicker to take on the Immortal Griffith. Natalia Nitro takes on Sean Hitman Hurd. Leo takes on Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon. Ciro El Napolitano takes on Denzel the Giant. Solitude takes on Cougar Knight. I'm just going to say it. Beast takes on Slashy. Claymore versus DW. Dizzy takes on Gorgonio. The Razor takes on Dr. Kent. Uber Vegan TPO takes on Sophia McFadden. And Killin' El Lobo takes on Knox Boogie. So that's your undercard for tomorrow. Did you have that stuff for me now? I'll bring it.
Oh, yeah, here you go. So remember, just don't just eat it raw. You got to take this, put it in a cup of hot water, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then drink it.
Wait, that thing's a horse pill.
That's why you don't just try to eat it. Put it in a cup of hot water, let it dissolve, and then drink it.
Okay, all right. Does it mix well with Mad Dog?
Hot water and no.
Okay, all right. Thanks, appreciate it. Night, boss. We'll see you next week at Radiversary. All right, that was Randolph Mortimer Draw. Ladies and gentlemen, he spoke of Radiversary, and indeed, let's talk about Radiversary. It's going to be happening next week in Cleveland, Ohio, from the Rocket Arena. We had, of course, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, as well as the Judgment Memorial Tournament, which if you haven't signed up for, you still have a week to do so. That tournament will start next Sunday night around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And already quite a few people signed up for the Judgment Memorial Tournament. 2,500 wrestler bucks to the winner, 1,000 wrestler bucks to runner up, 500 to the semifinalists, and 250 wrestler bucks to the quarter finalists. And already over 64 people. Yeah. Over 70 people have signed up for Judgment Memorial Tournament. So you still have a week to do so if you haven't as of yet. And we will be remembering the legend himself, the Puppet Master Judgment, at Radiversary with this tournament. Also, of course, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony we'll get to in just a moment. But as well, so here's one we haven't gotten to talk about a lot, but we probably should have. A Texas death match between Ken Costa and Lars Hallstrom. Have you been keeping tabs on this?
No, I can't say I have. It kind of fell off the radar for me.
Yeah, these two apparently have issues. Apparently old friends turned enemies, or Lars has been questioning some of Ken Costa's attitude and tactics, and apparently they've been hitting each other, attacking each other, and it's been interesting. Ken Costa, Lars Hallstrom will battle it out in a Texas death match.
I question a Texas death match in Ohio. Wouldn't that just be Fubar City?
Pretty much.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, of course, we also have the casket match between Mark Caliber and the Pirate King Soul Reaper, which I believe we're going to be having the contract signing for that match here later in this program. So there is that. Powerball Championship between two RAWF Hall of Famers, the Paragon of Greatness and Redneck Avenger, for the richest prize in RAWF. That should be a hell of a battle. As and I don't have the graphic for it yet, but the Immortal Griffith mentioned that Denzel the Giant will be challenging Chris Cage for the Iron Fist Championship. And these two, these two are going to be front and center primarily tonight at not tonight, but at Radiversary Vacant. This one could play a part in not just who walks away with the Iron Fist Championship, but a lot of the other championships that these guys are fighting for. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm starting to think we should change the Radiversary name to the Denzel Cageversary. Like, I think that's just at this point, like between the two of them, aren't they in like something like 2/3 of the matches?
No, I mean you gotta throw Teflon in there too, because he's cool.
No, I don't. I see your point, but I don't have to.
Because Teflon Sheik will be challenging Denzel the Giant after defeating Chris Cage in the Hatfield McCoy contendership match. It will be Denzel defending against the Teflon Sheik. Now, I don't think the story here is the fact that it's Denzel that Denzel's defending against the Sheik. It's the fact that the Sheik now has some momentum going into their main event at Radiversary. What are your thoughts?
So we kind of discussed this last week about like what this would mean. And I mean, it could go that way. It could be like, oh, he could get in Chris's head. Like, oh, I just beat you. You don't stand a chance, blah, 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 blah. Or, here's the thing. Chris could have easily been like, I don't need that belt. I'm doing other stuff. I'm going to let him win to lull him into a false sense of security and then show up at that Radiversary and just mess up his world.
All right. We shall see. Should be a interesting matchup. Denzel has a chance to he'll get his hands on Teflon Sheik first. Multimedia Championship, Michael Brewer defends against Maeve O'Hare. We've talked about this one at length. Maeve might have a bit of momentum after defeating him in that contendership match a few weeks ago. What are your thoughts? Final.
I think I'm 100% Team Maeve on this one.
I mean, I don't disagree. But then again, I can never count Brewer down. Triple Crown Championship, Immortal Griffith, DW, and Chev. Yeah, I love it. You got two Hall of Famers and someone who, if they win this match, could potentially be on the right track to the Hall of Fame. It should be a hell of a matchup either way. Next up, what's that?
I agree. It'd be a hell of a fight.
Teflon Sheik will defend the Fuvarsity Championship against Minifee. I mean, I gotta give it to Mini on this one.
I agree.
I think Sheik's mind is going to be in so many places at Radiversary. I would think that maybe this one would be the one he would care least about.
I concur as well.
Midnight Hobo Championship, Iceman Jared defends against Hotshot Chaz. This is Chaz's second attempt to wrest that title away from Iceman Jared. Will he do it at Radiversary? Your thoughts?
I'm still sort of like, you asked me 15 times and I might flip and flop 15 different times on who's going to win this match. It's so close.
All right, next up.
I'm going to go with Hotshot this week because he's here.
Yeah, that's as good a reason as any. National Championship, Denzel challenging Kill It Neptune for the national title. And as you know, Denzel, a busy night tonight. A busy night that night. 3 title matches, 2 challenging, 1 defending. What are your thoughts? Is this one?
I think this is the match Denzel is least likely to win.
That's a fair assessment. Plus, the number 2 spot in the rankings could be up for grabs at this point, too. So
that's true. Yeah.
That's a huge matchup. That is a huge matchup. Platinum Dragon, of course, Chris Cage will be defending the Platinum Dragon Championship against Luke Cage. I mean, whew, the I w- I you know I'm torn on this one. I'm going to tell you the truth. I have a suspicious feeling though that the presence of Alistair Fiend in the building could be a distraction to Luke. What are your thoughts?
I think that it will factor in, and I also think that, like I said last week, Chris is one of those guys. There's certain people in this industry we say this about. Grip is one of them. Paragon is one of them. Like there are certain people, like when they really lock in on something and they get their mind set on something, it is very rare that they don't achieve it. And he is locked in about being one of the very, very few people who have ever had both the Platinum Dragon Championship and the world title at the same time. And I don't think either man that he is facing in those matches is the person to stop him when he's in this mindset.
And then finally, in the main event, it will be, of course, the Teflon Sheik defending the World Heavyweight Championship against former World Heavyweight Champion, the unsettled Chris Cage, a possibly bit of a momentum in Sheik's favor after defeating Chris Cage in that Hatfield and McCoy contendership match, maybe. Or was Chris Cage playing possum?
Right, exactly. That's what I said earlier. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Could be. It's going to be a hell of a match. A hell of a card, a hell of a night at Radiversary. Sheik, Chris Cage, Denzel the Giant seem to be all. Those three basically are headlighting the card tonight or next week. All right, so that is your Radiversary preview, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, next week is also the Hall of Fame. We'll go over real quick who all is going in. You've got Blake Mother effing Bradley. You've got Wildfire. Let me slow down. Blake Bradley. Then Wildfire. Tigress. Haruki. And finally, my partner in crime here on After Hours, Elevated.
Look at me. Just look at me.
Yeah.
That is a Hall of Fame physique if I've ever seen one. Look at that.
How many Hall of Fame physiques have you seen?
I mean, all of them.
Fair enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first time we've gotten to hear from the First Lady of Anarchy in a while, but she is here. Let's talk to the one and only.
What do you feel? I'm proud the night. Mother Anarchy, fierce and right, strong yet vulnerable, a sight to see. Night's wild heart coming for thee. Hot-tempered gleam in her eye, with each roar life's demons die. Sexy radiance burns like fire, cougar night, your darkest desire. She's the force that breaks the chains, rains down fury, drives you insane. Family first in the heart's embrace, hear her roar, she'll win the race. Anarchy runs through her veins, her wild heart can't be constrained. Sucks to be you, that's the truth. Beware the rage of Cougar's youth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cougar is here. Cougs, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Wow, you do sound wonderful. I'm glad to hear from you. Well, how are things with you? What's up? What's new?
I'm just busy with the children, and
Ah,
now I'm back to being our RAWF GM and superstar.
nice. Glad to hear it.
I gotta say something. Congratulations to my favorite Mexican.
Gracias. ¿Cómo está, chica? How you been? I haven't seen you in ages.
I'm good. I'm getting back into shape. I got a few things that I'm cooking.
Is that shape hourglass? Just
Hourglass.
I'm just
Let's
saying,
see,
you know, you got
my
that little.
hourglass. Kind of, yeah.
All right.
But I called for business.
Uh-oh.
That's what we're going to do.
All right. Well, let's get down to business. Let's hear it.
Anything goes. We'll have a championship fight at Radiversary. It will
Oh,
be between, of course, our champion RA and either Big Papa or Chris Cage. They will have their final match tomorrow. So I will have the definite winner of that next week.
okay.
And then my favorite, High Voltage. A lot of people know I'm a big trash talker. I want y'all to entertain me. One of the person that got fourth place is Iceman Jer, and he did not give me a play-by-play in all of his matches, but he did make me laugh and entertain me in all of his matches. And that saved him because that got him his trash talk points. The top 3 had 5 points between each of them. And it was really hard judging the final match because they were all so good. So in third place is Claymore making his return and making it strong. In second place is somebody that's been in the top 4 forever. And I know eventually he's going to come out on top. And that is the Extreme Enigma. And those 3, mainly the top 2, when they had their matches, whether the other people were talking back with them or not, they continued to tell me a story. And that's why they scored so high. Enigma had 170 points as his final score. The winner had 175 points. So Denzel will be facing Wildfire for the higher
That,
card.
oh God, that's what, 5 matches?
Good Lord, Denzel is just all over this place. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get to the. All right. You say so, Denzel? Yeah, this is his. That's his. So he's challenging for 3 titles, is Denzel, and defending 1. All right. White Lightning is Wildfire. I forgot. It's Wildfire versus Denzel. All right.
And I will set that
who?
match next week.
All right. Who was the Anything Goes the contendership match? You said it was who?
It's Chris Cage versus Big Papa. And I will
Big
set
Papa.
that match tomorrow. And the winner of that match will face RA for the title at Radiversary.
Wow. So Chris Cage could get himself a 4th title match. Lord. Okay. Yes. All right. So tomorrow, you want anything goes? I'll make the graphic for it tonight, and I'll send it to you to make for tomorrow's Superstars. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Because it could be just about anything. But Cougs, don't go away just yet because I know you're all business right now. But it is RAW's 13th birthday next week, and I know you're happy about El Vacant. Let's talk about the others. Blake Bradley, Tigress, Wildfire, and Haruki. I don't think I missed anybody. Yep. What are your thoughts overall as a class?
Actually, it's a fantastic class. I was a bit surprised that Haruki wasn't already in. My first thought when I heard Tigress's name was it's about dang time. Same with Wildfire. Blake, I'm a little surprised he's going in so soon, but he is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I mean, he's amazing. He's a great storyteller, an amazing fighter.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. And yes, I agree with you about Haruki. She probably should have been in years ago. But it's weird how these Hall of Fames sometimes go. And
Well,
with that being said, I don't even know she even knows she's going to the Hall of Fame because
I mean,
she
there's a
isn't.
certain level of out of sight, out of mind in this business, and
well, I
Yeah.
was about to say, had I realized that she wasn't in yet, as soon as I got the other person in, I would have started a campaign for Haruki.
Yeah,
the
we
other
know.
person.
I can't say the name. I'm sorry. It makes
She
me sick.
whenever she says that name, she gets a hairball.
A
But
big one.
Gee, I wonder who it could be.
I actually choke on it.
oh
No,
goodness.
not touching that sentence.
Mm-mm. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. So, with that being said, yeah, it's going to be a great class. Um, I'm assuming you know about the passing we had a few weeks ago, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It hurt quite a bit.
Mhm.
All of us were kind of sad in the Anarchy compound. We had our own little grieving session, and we did quite a considerable donation to the tournament.
Yeah, it was, and yes, you did, and we thank you for that. And it does definitely made the tournament. So, with that said, the judgment tournament will be starting next week, and I know quite a few people really want to win that tournament, just in his memory. And I'm sure you would love to see someone from Anarchy, if not yourself, win that tournament as well.
Yes.
All right. So, anything else you'd like to talk about with Radiversary coming just 1 week away?
It'll be like my 7th wedding anniversary, I believe.
Oh my goodness, that's right. For you, it's kind of like the ultimate anniversary show.
That's right.
All right. Good.
That's why it's my
How,
second favorite.
how is your Hall of Fame hubby doing, by the way?
Rocking around.
Yeah, you're
Around the
rocking
world.
around. I bet
Rocking
he is.
around the world. He spends a lot of time in Japan with the twins. That's where they are fighting right now.
I'm huge in Japan.
You're huge anywhere.
Well, that's true.
Oh, that kind of came out bad.
Nah, it was. Mm-mm.
Especially when you're around. Hi.
Mm. My goodness.
I love making him nervous.
Still got your Excedrin?
I got a whole drawer of it over here for him whenever he needs it.
I think I started taking Excedrin about the time you became my sister-in-law.
Hey,
About
wait a
one.
minute.
I'm just saying.
I will have you know I never clawed the turkey at the dinner table.
Correlation is not causation.
All right, but at any rate, Cougs, I'm so glad. This is not your first time on the Riverside, but no.
It
Okay.
is the first time in quite a while, and I'm
Yes.
hoping that I can make it more regular now.
Yay! That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah. All right. You know, we're one of these days we're gonna have to get those tag team titles. I'm just saying.
I agree.
We need to. We need to. I don't talk as much as I should. Maybe we need to ramp that up.
I agree.
All right.
And I'm getting feisty.
Wait, there's someone that shuts you up?
Say what?
Smack him in the
There's
back
someone
of
that
the
shuts you up?
She smacks me in the back of the head.
Well, I'm just saying, like, sometimes I can't get a word in edgewise on this show, and you're like, I gotta talk more. Like, what? Okay?
Well, you know.
He stores it all up for this show.
I do. I clam up all week and just wait. Yeah, exactly. All right.
LA?
Yes.
May
Yes.
wants to know if you started the Excedrin because of me or your ex-missus. And I'd be careful answering that.
Actually, if I'm being honest, it was probably neither of you.
Oh, okay.
If I recall correctly, there was a certain very colorful individual that co-hosted with me that got me started.
Okay.
Shout out to Shifty the Drunken Dragon Clown, wherever he may be.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say it was a brunette, and I was really going to have to whoop your butt.
Which brunette? Which
I don't
brunette you?
know, golden pork chop god.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't Abby. No, I think it'd be more your. I think it'd be more your more another redhead in the redneck redhead. That co- At any rate. All right, Cougs, thank you for your time. Stick around if you'd like. If not, we will talk to you again, hopefully, very, very soon. Next week's Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. I know you look forward to them every year, and this year should be no different.
And I don't have to cry this year.
That's true. Oh, that's right. You're not inducting anybody, at least not not unless you want to induct Haruki.
I'm supposed to remember how old that dust bag is and everything she's
Right?
done.
Well, good lord! For all we know, she could be a pillar of salt in the. Never mind. In the Dead Sea right now.
I see what you did there.
I just we used to make fun of Haruki.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. But if anybody knows how to contact Haruki other than means unstoppable means, please let her know. She is going to be put into the Hall of Fame if she cares. All right. But thank you, Cougs. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hasta
And I'll see
luego,
y'all
bye.
next week.
All righty.
Adios.
Next up, we just found out he's now got two matches lined up for Radiversary. Not only is he challenging the Powerball champion, the Paragon of Greatness, for the Powerball Championship, he will also be defending his Anything Goes Championship against either Big Papa or Chris Cage. Let's find out what he thinks. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Stealing my stare, six-pack of engines, I don't fight fair. Rattlesnake blood running through my veins. Mess with the best, you'll be feeling the pain. I'm a renegade, born of all, raised on rage. Knuckles up, I set the stage. Drinking beer and kicking pain. Ain't no cage to hold my name. A redneck avenger, don't need no crown. But you best believe I run this town. Bars to the square circle. Ain't no rules when I raise this hurdle. I don't tap out, I don't back down. You cross my line, you're going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Redneck Avenger, RAWF Hall of Famer and current Anything Goes champion. Good evening, RA.
Good evening, LA. How y'all doing out y'all?
Not too bad, not too bad. So, I know last week we promised you'd get to have a conversation with Paragon, and we'll have that in just a few minutes. But upon hearing the news from the First Lady of Anarchy that you indeed will be defending the Anything Goes Championship at Radiversary, we just don't know who, whether it will be Chris Cage or Big Papa. What are your thoughts on Chris Cage or Big Papa? Who would you prefer? Who do you predict? Or does it matter?
Well, I don't think that it matters because, I am the champion, and I'm eyeballing both of them. They fight very differently, and that will shape my strategy of how I go after this. And both of them are very talented, but I'm a good old boy.
You indeed are. There's no doubt about that. But personally, for me, and this is just me, it's not you, obviously. If I was wanting to choose between the two of those, I'd be going with Chris Cage. Not necessarily talent for the talent, but the fact he's got so much already going on at Radiversary. While this would be Big Papa's number one concern at Radiversary. You know what I'm saying? Chris Cage is already.
That. Chris should be spread more thin, but that will not make him any less of an intense competitor. That don't let that fool you. No, and I wouldn't sleep on it if he wound up and got the shot. So It's gonna be good
Oh, that's
either
true.
way around.
That's true. I did. Thank you for pointing that out, Chazzy. Big Papa is a tag team champion, so that will not be his only concern. I stand corrected. Thanks, Chaz.
Technically, you sit corrected. But...
Shout out to DW. She put a nice picture of me. I've got a new trading card, and so all the kids can go to the store and get some.
Oh, really? Where's that at?
In the chat. Yeah, it's right over there in the chat.
Ah. Alrighty. Sweet. Excellent.
Pretty doggone awesome. Yeah,
So
I'm more stoked for this show than I've been for a show in a long time. This is going to be a lot of fun and be a lot of good fights. Didn't come out on top with Griff. Didn't get that, but I learned. So
and it was a hell of a match.
Yeah, it really was. That was a one false move and someone's picking up teeth. And well, I had to spit out a couple. So that's all right. That's why the good Lord made Dennis.
all right. Well, you will be challenging the Paragon of Greatness for the Powerball Championship, and I believe last week we said we'd have a little face-to-face, and so let's bring him in now. The Powerball champion, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paragon of Greatness is your evening POG.
Evening, Amadeus. RA. How's it
Good
going?
evening. It's going all right, Paragon. How are
You
you?
notice he never says hello to me ever, not once.
Wait, there's a guy sitting over. What the hell? Is there somebody sitting over there? I just see an empty seat.
I see how it is. All right. I'm Juan Cena, apparently.
Hey, I'm just respecting the gimmick. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, Paragon, I'm going to let you go first. You being the champion and all. What do you have to say to RA now that you two are face to face here?
I've been looking forward to it. Obviously, I'll let this the opening shot here be a little bit light because what I actually really want to hear, it's the famous Redneck Avenger rundown. I heard it a couple of weeks ago. I heard this man read the riot act to the immortal Griffith. He has no fear. He's ready to shoot you down, look at all of your weaknesses, tell you what's wrong with you and what you gotta step up. And honestly, I mean, RAWF's resident historian, Redneck Avenger, the man knows his shit, and I just gotta hear. I gotta hear what the Redneck Avenger says his plan is against the fucking Paragon of Greatness.
What my plan is? Stonewall Jackson, since we're going to talk a little history, you know what Stonewall Jackson said one time? He said, if I thought my hat knew my plan, I would eat it. I'm not going to lay out anything out here except this ain't going to be the same thing you're used to. You're getting the good old boys complete, total, and barely divided attention.
I'm a little disappointed, RA. I mean, come on. We had this whole build up. Well, we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now about how I'd love to have this opponent because I want to hear the Redneck Avenger really try to tear into me. You come at me with that weak shit. You come at me with I'm not gonna tell you what my plans are. Come on, RA, you got better than that.
Oh my! You really want it both barrels, don't you?
Bring it on.
You got your vest on?
Oh, Big Purple.
May as well not, because they ain't gonna do any damn good anyway. I've been watching you run around this place for a long damn time and talk about all your eat your prayers, say your vitamins, and eat more pickles and all that happy horse shit. Do you really know what it is to go in with a old school veteran? Now you've gone with some tough folks, but you ain't faced me for one of the big ones. It is not going to be what you think it is. Get ready, because I am going to pick you apart like a 3-year-old knuckle deep in his nose. I'm going to pick you apart. I'm going to barbecue your ass right there in the middle of the ring for God and everybody to see and to get a good chunk, because that's what's going to be left is chunks.
You know what really tweezes my taint hairs and grabs at the old gooch? It's this idea that Paragon of Greatness has some sort of weakness because he's out there doing the say your prayers and eat your vitamins routine. Let me tell you something about that. Anybody off the street can walk into this wrestling ring, start talking a lot of trash, and then fail to back it up. I mean, look at Steve the Stud, his entire career. What really sets somebody apart is when they can come out there and they don't have to prove shit to anybody. They don't have to back anything up with trash talk, because they prove exactly who they are in the ring. Paragon of Greatness isn't about big talk, because I don't have to be about big talk. The most dangerous person in the room is always going to be somebody that knows exactly how much damage they can do and chooses not to. It's restraint on my behalf that I'm out here being a nice guy all the time, because I know exactly how much damage I could do out there if I let that gut get loose. I would absolutely destroy this roster, and that is what separates Paragon from everybody else. I'm not out there trying to win a match by the skin of my teeth. I'm out there controlling the match from bell one to the end of the match, because I'm calculated. I think about what I'm doing. I know every step 10 steps before it happens.
Okay. Well, that's nice. That's cute, and that might get you a gold star at the ladies' barbecue at the church. But this ain't what you think it's going to be. Whenever that bell rings, all our good times and all our good friendship is on pause, because my goal is to make you walk out of that ring like an ostrich, if you can walk.
Look, all respect, I'm saying this knowing that we are in fact friends. We have a long history together.
Yes, sir, we do.
Two of us have gone into war in USL, won 25, 27 bar USL championships together, or something like that. You know,
something like that.
I got immense respect for you. I got immense respect for your talent. Your mind for this business is something that I frequently, every single week, I tell everybody how the Redneck Avenger understands this business. But let me ask you something, RA. If you're gonna try to get a little bit intense here, I'll go ahead and do a traditional Redneck Avenger rundown to you, because you're a Hall of Famer. You're always out here talking about how you can whoop everybody's ass, but let me ask you something. What's Redneck Avenger known for here in RAWF? An impersonation of a cartoon character? Is that what you got going on? Because I ain't seen no World Heavyweight Championships. What kind of Hall of Famer been here since day one, not picking up those Platinum Dragons, not picking up those World Championships? Where the hell is the ass beater that I know? I want to see you out there winning those World Heavyweight Championships, and the way that you do that is going through people like me.
And I intend to do exactly that. You want to know where my energies have gone? Because you just talked, that was only 27 of the bar titles. About the other 30, 40 was in those two. And that's where a lot of my resources and a lot of my focus has been. So whenever I tell you that you have my undivided attention, you will have my barely divided attention, because I have another title match too.
Well, I'm not a big talking about USL guy in RAWF, but I think that it might be appropriate because it's a little bit of an inspiration here going into this match, RA. Because again, respectfully, we do have that history in USL.
Yes, sir.
Another interesting fact about that I've never really been the kind of person to air my dirty laundry out, but when myself and my brother exited the bar, that shit wasn't a choice. We were ejected for no damn reason other than we didn't follow the wait 10 days to do a move bullshit that everybody else was doing. We were coming out there having just as good or better records than anybody else in bar. We got our asses bounced because we didn't want to play the same game everybody else was, even though our results were there. And while you didn't pull that trigger, RA, you watched that trigger get pulled and you ain't say shit.
Okay, we want to go into that particular portion of it, the patience portion. Whenever you talk about I have a mind for this game, there is a piece of this where there's battle momentums, and they shift very quickly, and they can shift in an evening whenever no one's. We don't like surprises, and there were times whenever we got surprises, and that was where it was the decision to go ahead and part ways. Because it was, and y'all did have some good records, but whenever it comes to a team competition, it's not about your individual record. You don't know. You will never know how many times I've literally once we'd sealed a match, just walked out of the ring and on the rest of that battle because I don't want them to see what I would do in a certain circumstance. I fight it a lot differently, and I fight USL a lot differently, and I hated to see y'all go, but I understood why it happened. And that was a little bit of a rough go. But you know that I'm one who broke the news to you. There were a lot of things that were going on, especially in that time, that were happening. And the style that we do and the style we've been using in USL was very similar to KMA. And that's where a lot of us had cut our teeth. And the patience piece, the bot discipline, and such were and is a piece of what we do. And so I hated to see it happen, but I understand why it happened. And like I said, it's about the team dynamic. Somebody's got a hot mic.
All right, I don't mean to cut in on this, guys. I was going to let you go for a bit, but this seems to be going in a direction I wasn't expecting it. But
neither was I. I want to keep this.
I'm just trying to get the Redneck Avenger to get fired up. That's all I'm trying to do. I mean, you know me. I don't have no hard feelings about anything. I want the Redneck Avenger to just get fired up, trying to motivate that man.
Oh, I'm pretty motivated, my friend. Go ahead.
I don't think there's a lack of motivation in RA right now. I've seen that look in his eyes, and he's sober right now.
I know, unfortunately.
Well, not true.
You gotta love RA.
Fortunately for, but all I'm saying is, I think this is going to be one hell of a matchup. I can't wait to see you two duke it out at Radiversary, the Powerball Championship on the line, 2 Hall of Famers, as it should be, for the richest prize in RAWF. Gentlemen, good luck to both of you. Sounds like it's going to be a hell of a battle.
I think it's going to be one hell of a battle. And good luck to you, Paragon.
We still got a little bit of time. I still want to hear some fire down the line.
All right.
All right, come back next week, maybe. RA, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Who really needs a good motivation speech? You want me to motivate you for one of your other fights? What one of your other fights?
Well, stick around. You never know. Somebody might need motivation. We'll see.
I'm out here championing. I was behind Redneck Avenger Resident Historian. I'm out here championing Redneck Avenger Motivational Speaker. That's the new gimmick, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you both for joining us tonight. But we're gonna call this one. It was a great conversation. Thank you both for joining us, and we will talk to you again hopefully next week when Radiversary and the Hall of Fame happens. It's gonna all go down.
Sure, you'll see me there.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Paragon of Greatness and the Redneck Avenger fighting it out for the Powerball Championship next week at Radiversary. We're going to take a quick song break, and when we return, we'll have a contract signing for the casket match at Radiversary. That coming up and much more after this break. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Amadeus style. Amadeus style. LA style. They call me Lord Amadeus. I am your jukebox hero. I'm not some upstart jobber or your everyday zero. As handsome as Pitt and as tough as De Niro. Try to block job me and I'll kick your rear. Love my golden hair. All the ladies are all jealous of my golden hair. I love to run a brush through all my golden hair. Yeah, people wish you all had my golden hair. I said golden hair. I'm a weapon of mass destruction. You don't know, oh, you will know. I destroy those who stand before me. Now you know, so let's go. So all you bitches and your jobbers can kick rocks. Amadeus style. Amadeus style. L.A. style. Boing, 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 boing. Amadeus style. Hey, football city. Boing, 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 boing. Amadeus style. Hey, football city. Boing, boing, boing. Hey, 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 hey. So I invite you all down to a place called Fubar City. It's where I am from, and believe me, it's not pretty. You'd all get messed up because I'm on the committee, and we don't take pity. Hey, watch my hair. You people need to learn not to pull my golden hair. Goddamn, it's shifty. I said not to touch my golden hair. All the fans want a lock of my golden hair. Yes, my golden hair. I will quench your thirst for carnage like Gatorade. I'm renegade, and when it all is over, I will attain, I will reign. Tell all you peons and your pansies feel the pain. Amadeus style. L.A. style. Boing, 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 boing. Amadeus style. Hey, Fubar City. Boing, 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 boing. Amadeus style. Hey, Fubar City. Boing, boing, boing. Hey, 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 hey. Bad to the bone, but leave my hair alone. It takes forever just to get it to the perfect tone. Leave my hair alone. Yes, I know it smells better than my cologne. That's what I'm saying. Amadeus style. Hey, Amadeus style. Amadeus style. Hey, Fubar City. Boing, 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 boing. Amadeus style. Amadeus style.
All right, we're back. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. And what are you doing now, Bacon?
What, me?
Yeah, you were dancing. I'd never seen you dancing like that before.
What are you talking about?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You'd put on a little swing tune,
It was pretty cool. That was pretty swinging, wasn't it? All right. Casket match going down at Radiversary. It will be our next two guests here. I have the contract right here. You got two chairs, and gentlemen, try to keep it civil, if you will. And first up, let's bring on.
There's a place where the sea forgets the living, where the tide drags down every name it's ever heard. Sailors say if you listen close on a moonless night, you can hear him calling, the king beneath the waves, the one who drowned and never stopped sinking.
Oh, the lanterns fade on the blackened sea, and the cold fog curls like a ghost round me. Hear the creak of the mast where the dead men swing, for the tide obeys the drowned king.
There's a knock on the hull where no hand should be, and a shadow crawls up from the hungry.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Pirate King, the Soul Reaper. Good evening, Reaper. Reaper? Are you there? Hello?
$5 to holding a donut. It's the mute button.
No, doesn't say he's muted. Reaper, wake up.
Reaper? No, he posted he was coming into the room. I just wondered if he's having tech issue.
Must be. If you're speaking, Reaper, we cannot hear you. Says he's here. Okay. Looks like he's having issues. All right. It says you're experiencing connectivity issues, Reaper. Refresh and re-enter the studio. All right. Well, while we wait for Reaper, let's bring in his opponent at Radiversary, RAWF Hall of Famer in his own right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Graveyards hum with a spectral tune, crows like phantoms under haunted moon. Footsteps vanish in the night so black. Murder follows, there's no turning back. Hollow silence fills the midnight air. Murder's chorus echoes everywhere. Ghostly feathers falling one by one, till the darkness swallows up the sun. The sun. To their mournful cries, echo simmering beneath the skies. Every cocktail of nights gone cold, murder sings of secrets left untold.
Mark, are you there?
Yes, I
am. Okay.
Can you guys hear me now?
We hear you now, Reaper. All right, so they're both here now. Mark, I'll let you start.
Okay. Well, I will admit that tonight I wasn't necessarily in the mood to even come here tonight. But I did hear about a contract signing, which of course is very, very important. So I figured, you know what the hell, might as well come here, might as well sign this damn thing. And might as well get this over with.
I'll call you back.
But before I do, Reaper, let me tell you this.
All right. Bye, honey.
Even though I've already said that I was not in the mood to talk, I've said this before and I will say this again. I will get Winter back. I will find her, whether you tell me or not. I don't care if I have to send the murder to take out all the hellhounds that you may have. At Radiversary, you will know what it's like to have that little bit of light be shut away from your eyes.
You know, Mark, there is not enough aspirin in the world for a headache like her. Hell, after Radiversary, you can have the bitch back.
All right. Well, someone. Who wants to sign first? What? Because something's.
I just signed it as well.
All right. There you go. It's official. You two will be. The casket match is official for next week at Radiversary. And gentlemen, thank you much. I don't want to hold you too long, but any final thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't catch earlier. Who am I facing tomorrow? I didn't hear it on when Randy was busy and groaning about a hangover.
Yeah. I don't see it off the top of my head. I'll tell you in a second. Mark, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, I actually want to get this out of the way. And admittedly, this is completely unrelated to Radiversary. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate you, LA, on your performance at Ready to Rumble. Your previous ones obviously didn't work out, but I will admit I was absolutely impressed with your performance at this year's Ready to
Rumble. It was a hell of a match, and I almost won the damn thing. Damn Billy. Speaking of badass Billy, that's your opponent tomorrow there, Soul Reaper, just so ironically enough.
Also, one more thing. Cougar isn't still around, is she? Because that lady scares me.
Nope, she's gone.
Okay.
Oh, really? She scares you? God, I hope she comes around more often.
She is one of 3 women in WU that I truly fear.
Who are the other 2?
I think I said it before, Maeve and Destroyer.
So you would like to go 1-on-3 against those 3 women?
No, I did not say that.
Yeah, oh, that's what I thought. That's what I heard. Didn't you see her that hell vacant?
No, I heard I'd volunteer as tribute.
Oh my God.
Yes, Dave, you, because you'll just straight up whip my ass and not think twice about it.
I wouldn't mean against you, I meant against them.
Bacon, didn't I beat you? Didn't you and I fight before?
Oh, probably.
I think it was Lucha Diaz Puestas.
Gesundheit. All right. Reaper, Mark, thank you for joining us tonight.
See you next week, Marky Mark.
Where's the Funky Bunch? Where? What?
All right. That was Mark Caliber and Soul Reaper signing for their casket match next week at Radiversary. Anyways, now let's bring on. Well, I should have brought her on sooner. That way, maybe he would have left sooner. Just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Roślina bije bronieczna hästnäs Ta du färden någon röjväge som bäpet Ta du bröjre tjejer Sajlade sig trill här Muresni hafle fion spojnjäkar Moror
Ladies and gentlemen, she challenges Michael Brewer for the Multimedia Championship next week at Radiversary. She is the one and only Maeve O'Hare. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Oh, hi. Hold on, wait. There you go.
Oh, thank you. So, Bossman, were Mark saying that you were the runner-up in that Rumble thingamajigger?
Yes, I eliminated 7 people before Badass Billy knocked me over the top rope.
Imagine not winning that.
What's that?
I said, imagine not winning that. Couldn't be me.
Anywho. Yeah.
Hey, wait, didn't you also not win it?
Excuse me?
Because didn't Badass Billy win it?
I weren't in the men's one for what I would hope were obvious reasons.
Oh,
right, you didn't win it, right?
She won the women's.
That's not what we're talking about, is it?
I mean, he's got a point.
You know, when you get pedantic like that, you really sound like someone else I know.
I mean, are they 7 foot tall and way macho like me?
They're not 7 feet tall. I don't know that. The only 7 feet tall folk I know are yourself, my friend Shane, and Chris Cage.
Well, you knew Shifty. He was up there.
Oh, that's true. And actually, I think Denzel might be near that tall. It's hard to tell because I'm always distracted by how loud he is. The man does not possess an indoor voice. Either that or I'd be absolutely terrified to hear him out of doors. One or t'other.
Next time, you heard Soul Reaper. He only fears 3 women in W, and you're one of them.
I mean, I feel like I'm in good company. I've got Cougs and Destroyer there, so I can't complain about that.
And I will point out, they shoot people. You don't.
I don't shoot people.
But you're still in that line. I mean, that's saying something.
I reckon so. Thankfully, I've never had cause to shoot no one.
Cougs doesn't shoot people. She shreds them with her claws. Trust me, I know.
I've seen her shoot people. Actually, she hasn't done that in a long time. Since she stopped hanging out with Bubs all the time, there was less shooting.
As a matter of fact, she hates the sound of shotguns. Don't you remember?
No, she does. It's true.
So no,
don't they make those things that you can put on guns so they don't make noise?
All right, let me go through the record. So Bubs used to shoot people with shotguns. Alpha used to hit people with arrows. That's right. She used her claws. Paige stabbed people, and Destroyer shoots them with a pistol. Right? So I got it down.
Right.
Okay. Am I missing any?
Well, I'm
only talking about the women's.
Maeve disarms her with arms them with her charm.
Oh, okay, we'll go with that.
That was a compliment, Maeve. Nothing? I got nothing? Really? Hello?
What do you want?
I don't want anything.
Wait, who did you draw this week? Is he trying to make up for it?
I got Crazy Serb. I don't really know that much about him, but he's got to be more entertaining than Misty.
How was that?
No, Misty will talk more.
Misty will talk, but he don't say nothing worth hearing.
So yes, you got Crazy Serb tomorrow, but next week a not a date, but you know what I mean, a match with Michael Brewer for the Multimedia Championship, and I mean,
I can only slag off on Brewer so many times if he's not going to show up and talk to me.
Right? That's fair.
I mean,
what does a multimedia champion mean to you? What do you think a multimedia champion should be?
I mean, as much as I hate to say nice things about him, because it just inflates that already oversized ego of his, I really do feel like English were doing a good job with it as far as I've never seen someone fulfill so many cameos. I've never seen anyone do so many special appearances. I think he set the bar high, but you know me, I do purely love to show that I'm better than the Brits at anything at any given point, which is why I'm already planning all of the fantastic things that I'm going to have ready for the fans once I become the multimedia champion. And I'm going to remind you once again that I have you both on radio saying that you're going to participate. So do take it back now.
I mean, I did say that, and
you did say that, and I'm going to hold you to it.
And yeah, okay.
Wait, what minor are you going to hold? Be more specific.
Well, that would be telling. Then where would the surprise be?
No, that's fair.
But no, I'm looking forward to. I think, to answer your question more seriously, Bossman, I think the role of the multimedia champion, besides that role that every champion here has to represent RAWF in a good light, I feel like the multimedia champion should be going above and beyond that to make sure that RAWF is in the public eye at all times. On a variety of channels. So, on the radio, on the telly, on the internet, doing live appearances, making all of those special scenes and cameos and all such. And I feel like there are lots of folks in this company who could have been doing that and weren't. So I'm looking forward to being someone who can elevate the multimedia championship back to that potential and importance and prominence that it deserves.
And the fact is, I don't know if you know this, the multimedia championship is actually the oldest championship in RAWF.
Well, then what better place for me to win it than at the anniversary show?
There you go. And
on Twitch, I mean, I reckon I could go on Twitch. I don't really know that I play any games that folks would want to watch, but also from my understanding, that's not why folks mostly tune in to watch ladies playing games.
We could get you one of those blow-up hot tubs in a bikini. That I don't know if Twitch allows that anymore.
I mean, I have heard that that's rather popular on Twitch. Not so much a hot tub person. I much prefer a pool. Although I will say that a couple years ago when we were in Reykjavik, I went to one of those natural hot springs that are like volcanic in ground things, and that's were actually pretty fun.
Oh, you went to the Blue Lagoon?
Wasn't that a Brooke Shields movie?
No, well, yes,
but it was named for one of the Reykjavik hot springs.
Yeah. It is indeed.
See, I'm trying to catch up on all that media that you guys reckon on that I don't know. I'm slowly but surely getting there.
Yeah, you still haven't watched the Smokey and the Bandit movies I suggested.
I can't find them. So if you'll loan me some DVDs or tell me where they're streaming, I will watch them.
Okay, no problem. I think you can get it free on YouTube. But anyways,
I mean, if it's free I love free.
Yeah, because yeah. All right. So with that being said, and yes, the multimedia championship just occurred to me. It is the oldest championship. It was the very first champion crowned in RAWF because originally was the radio show title, and one of our very first after hours.
So the multimedia championship used to be the after hours championship.
Back in the day, it used to be the after hours championship, but technically, I believe we had a match for it like every week. So
it was sort of the superstar champion.
It was sort of the superstar. It's kind of like.
I feel like we need to go to the flow chart.
Yeah, right. But yes, there for a while it was the radio show championship, and then we just decided to make it a permanent pay-per-view championship and forgo a radio championship. And then a few years ago,
and then you brought back the radio championship.
Well, a few years ago, a certain robot highly suggested we bring back the radio show championship.
I always make it my business never to argue with that robot, so I think you made the right choice.
I totally agree. But yes.
So I'm curious, Bossman, with Radiversary coming up, and you said it's the 13th birthday anniversary, whatever word we want to use for it, for the company. And I'm curious, and I'm sure you're going to talk more about this next week at the actual show. But I know we've also got Hall of Fame and all such to do. So I want to make sure that you get the opportunity to say that now. Plus, I always got to ask you a question. So I would like to know, what are you most proud of in your 13 years of running RAWF?
Wow.
And you can defer and say you'll answer it next week if you need time.
Yeah, I think I want to defer. That's a question I need to think about because there's a lot.
All right, I will make sure that I ask you again next week. Oh, and Vacant, have you decided which night you're getting inducted on? Because I wanted to bring you a special present.
So actually, I specifically told Boss Man here that, because I'm going to be here both nights, that whichever one works better for the schedule, I am happy with.
I think we're going to go with Sunday night for you, LV.
All right. So Sunday night for Vacant, I'll make sure that I have your gift ready.
Yeah, at any rate. So, with that being said, Maeve, good luck to you against Michael Brewer next week. I'm sure we will see you and talk to you.
Oh, you're not going to be able to get rid of me. I love Radiversary.
I know you do. I hate to get you out of here early.
You got a whole queue of folks.
I do.
I got some taco truck food that I got to go out there and finish eating before someone eats it for me.
All right. Appreciate you stopping by as always, Maeve. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Maeve O'Hare. We follow that lovely thought with the chairman of RAWF, a Hall of Famer in his own right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
That's his song, every hit saying you were wrong. Crowd cries out, he don't blink, just one more chair shot, then he'll think he's the chairman, baby. Sitting on steel when the lights go dark, the pain gets real. Don't need no crown, don't need no throne. He built his kingdom with broken bones, yeah, he's the chairman. That's his name, playing sweet soul music in a violent game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Razor is here. Evening, Razor.
Evening, LA. Evening, Vacant.
Oh, hi. I gotta tell you, I really like this new song. It works.
It's a great song. But Razor, we got the 13th anniversary of RAWF coming up next year. And I'm not sure how long. I know you've been in it for most of that time. I just were you here from the beginning or just near the beginning? Do you remember?
Not from the beginning, but near the beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you were tag GM for a little while back in the day before becoming Powerball champion, or Powerball GM, not Powerball champion. So yeah, you've been a part of this company a good long time, and can you believe it's been 13 years already?
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. I mean, time flies from year to year, and you don't realize it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the lineup for the Hall of Fame this year: Blake Bradley, Tigress, Haruki, Wildfire, and of course El Vacant. What are your thoughts on that group?
It's quite a deserving group. Each individual has achievements and the fame that comes with it.
I don't know if you were listening early, but we had quite a spirited conversation between the two participants in your Powerball Championship match next week. As you know, RA won the contendership tournament. He'll be facing the Paragon of Greatness. And right now, it seems like that's going to be that's one of the most look forward to matches of Radiversary. What are your thoughts on Paragon versus RA for the Powerball Championship?
Oh, man. You want to talk about a match? That's a match. In my opinion, either guy could come out on top. Just, the cards have got to fall the right way for which individual may win the match, but they're pretty evenly matched up, in my opinion.
All right, and both Hall of Famers too, which is a bonus for a Radiversary pay-per-view. With that being said, anything else anything you'd want to discuss?
No, not at this time. I've been out a couple of weeks and keeping an eye on things. I'm still trying to figure out what my next step is as far as which direction I want to go. But I'll get there eventually. I might make some big noise. You never know.
Well, I hope so. That'd be something. Tomorrow you've got Dr. Kent here in Columbus. I know Columbus is one of your favorite cities.
Mm-hmm.
That was a joke, folks. That was sarcasm. Actually, anyways, with that being said, Razor, thank you for stopping by. And you gonna be around next week for the Hall of Fame?
I do not know at this time. You never know what's you got coming around the corner, so we'll wait and see. But I will try to be here.
I'm gonna say holiday weekend. Hopefully you'll be around. I don't think would, but we'll see. All right, appreciate your time, Razor. Hate to cut you short, but once again, got a lot of people here. So good luck tomorrow against Dr. Kent. We'll see what happens at Radiversary.
All right, sir. Thanks a lot.
Next up is a man who's currently the Superstars champion. Defeated Destroyer last week in Dublin. Tomorrow in Columbus, he takes on Fusion Skull. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
One time for the people in the rafters. One time for the ones that they laughed at. Yeah. Yeah. Walking down the ramp, gold scales on my back. Every step heavy like I'm dragging all the past. They said know your place. You a footnote kid, now the headlines. Flaming my fist, I took every cheap shot. Every boo, every loss. Turned a doubt to a crown. Made a throne from the cars. They built a glass ceiling, I turned it to sand. Now it's dust on my boots when I raise my hand. You feel that rumble? That's the tide getting loud. Every scar on my knuckles is a promise to the crowd. I'm the golden drag, breaking every chain. From the nosebleeds down to the barricade, they chant my name. I hear golden drag. I don't bow, I don't fall from the fire, from the struggle I was forged, sitting gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Superstars champion, the Golden Dragon, Kenta, joining us now. Good evening, Kenta.
Good evening, LA. Hello, everyone can hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Two impressive victories the last 2 weeks over Claymore and Destroyer. Claymore to win the title, and then Destroyer to defend it. The first person in several weeks to successfully defend the Superstars champion. Before you, the title changed hands in 4 consecutive weeks. But you ended that streak, and now tomorrow you face an opponent that, is. I won't say if they're not tough because they made the top 25. They got into this position. But right now seem to be on a downturn, may be a little down on their luck. Could be an easy win. But talk to me about facing Fusion Skull tomorrow.
I believe Fusion Skull and me have fought before. And he's a tough opponent. But I've beaten him most of the time, but who knows? Like this is our sport can turn from like this guy looks like he's winning to this guy actually having an unexpected win. Like for example, my match with Miss D earlier this week, I thought that I would lose it. If anyone that has seen the match or like was looking at it, Miss Destroyer was kicking my ass for the most part. If anyone paid attention. But
I mentioned it earlier.
Yes.
That you pulled that match out with the skin of your teeth and a shitload of luck.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And I got real lucky. I'm not even gonna say that, oh, I outskilled her. I got her outmatched. No, I got lucky for the last two sets in that match. And like I said, like anything can happen. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna dog walk Fusion. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not that kind of guy. But what I'm gonna say is this: the Golden Dragon will always try to give the fans a fight that's worth watching. So that's the only thing I can guarantee in that match.
Well, again, like I said, two impressive victory. Your victory over Claymore was impressive. I didn't expect it. I'll be honest. I thought you, after losing two titles at one in recent memory, I didn't know if you'd be able to bounce back, but you did. You proved that you are the Golden Dragon against the good man Claymore a couple weeks ago, and then put a little cherry on the top with the victory over Destroyer. So I mean, I would put betting odds on you tomorrow against Fusion Skull, but like you said, anything can happen. This is a business of what ifs and what could have been. So, with that being said, are you looking forward to the Hall of Fame next week?
Oh yes, I am. I'm actually excited for it. This Radiversary was the event that I returned. If you remember last year, and I made some promises, and I got one of them. Just looking forward to the other two promises or the goals that I wanted to achieve in RAWF. But yeah,
well, I mean, what were those goals? I remind me. Just curious, off the top of my head.
Platinum Dragon Championship.
Check mark.
Men's Championship. And World Heavyweight Title.
Yeah, those are three big ones. I would say that you did well just getting one of those. To be honest with you.
In the span of 1 year too. That's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And you add multimedia title and superstars title to it. I mean, that's still a pretty good threesome, I think.
That is.
So, yeah, a good returning year for Kenta. I think successful. I would call it a success, to say the least. Elvake, anything you'd like to talk?
And then I had an opportunity for the men's championship too, when a few months after I returned. So almost got it there.
Almost, but I could see that in the future. Elvake, what are your thoughts? Anything you'd like to ask Kenta?
No, because he didn't bother to say hello to me when he came in.
Oh, well. Hello, Vacant.
Not too late now. It's fine. Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I'm excited for Radiversary. I'm excited to hold the Superstars Championship because I was the 10th Superstars Championship, the decimal. And
I forgot about that. That you this is actually your second reign ever as Superstars champion. I was like, wow.
Yeah. And I believe Maeve has a question for me. She's been dying for that for a few weeks now, I believe.
She does?
I believe it was something with Brewer and whatnot.
I mean, that I didn't have anything about Brewer to ask you, but if you want me to ask you a question, I've got one that I'd love to ask you.
I believe it was like, why did I accept the challenge with Brewer even though he was a
I just
contender?
assumed that was because you're daft.
Oh no! I mean, he threw me to a spotlight in Immortal. I'm not gonna be a. My mama Kenta didn't raise no bitch. You
But
know?
apparently she raised a fool.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, she did.
See, he agrees with me.
I mean, that is a certain way to look at it. Kenta has had a penchant for giving title matches to people,
Quick,
but he has
quick.
I admire that about Kenta.
I do.
I don't always think that he makes the best choices regarding who he gives them to.
I mean, I would have waited to see who was in the contender matches before I gave. But then again, Kenta's. Give him credit for stepping.
I mean, it means that I get to win the belt from Brewer instead of Kenta, so it makes no never mind to me.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
I'll wait. I will actually no, I'm not gonna wait. I will delay the payoff, but I will go ahead and say it. Kenta, assuming that you're still holding that Superstars title after Radiversary, can your best friend Maeve get a shot at it?
Sure, if I survive.
There we go. Jot that down, LA.
All right. That's jot down. It is jot down. So you, Kenta, you're accepting the challenge of Maeve O'Hare if you get past Fusion Skull, correct?
Yes, but I also said that I also told you that if I survive the next two challenges, I also want to put it up on Radiversary. If that's still on the table.
I'll fight him at Radiversary. I don't mind.
I know I have other people in mind, but if I survive them, I'm fighting you.
I suppose I'll get in the queue and mind my business.
I will let you know about that. We have allowed that to happen once before, where we allowed the Superstars title to be defended on pay-per-view, but I think that was a special exception. Well, I will discuss it, have a discussion about it, and let you get. But of course, this is all null and void if Fusion Skull beats you tomorrow. So let's just get past that first. Let's take the first step, and then we'll take the other steps afterwards. All right?
All right.
All right. So with that being said, good luck against Fusion Skull tomorrow, because apparently there's a lot on the line now for you.
That is true. I always make plans ahead, and that's a good motivator. But if the plans get derailed or dethroned, you get a little demotivated for a while.
Yes, as I told you when you first brought this up to me a couple weeks ago, you should have waited until you knew for sure you were going to be champion. But at any rate. All right. Well, at any rate, Kenta, thank you for talking to us this evening. Good luck to you tomorrow against Fusion Skull here in Columbus, Ohio.
Thank you for having me, LA. Lord Vacant. I mean, Senior Vacant. Have a great night. Have a golden day. Bye-bye.
I'm a lord now.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning Triple Crown champion, multi-Hall of Famer here in RAWF. Please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate, with steel in his eyes, the temper not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davian, the immortal one, eternal champion, his worst ever done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages. His head held high, an immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, the immortal Griffith, your reigning Triple Crown champion, is here. Good evening, Griffith.
Good evening.
Well, I mean, we've talked about your match at length for Radiversary. We know what it is. You're going up against a RAWF Hall of Famer in DW and a relative newcomer in Chev. And it's kind of a smorgasbord there. But talk to me about any lingering thoughts you have on the match.
Other than it was how I feel at the match, but apparently DW decided that she was feeling all froggy tonight, and you know how she gets a little wound up, been dropped on her head a few too many times. She tried to come at me earlier, and bless her heart. I believe that's the right term for the South, right? Bless her heart. Right? I used that right?
Yeah.
But yeah, bless her heart. She just doesn't learn. This is a woman who has faced me at least 7 times in pay-per-view matches in RAWF and has never managed to beat me. But she's like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried. I'm coming for you, Griff. First of all, you're not even breathing hard. Settle down. Second of all, just pause, go watch some tape, realize what the odds are in this match, and that's great. You don't have to be quote unquote worried about me. You don't have to fear me. I don't care. But what you do have to do is stop and take a good hard look at reality, DW. And reality says that your record against me at pay-per-views is abysmal. I haven't seen any changes in you that makes me think that's going to be any different than it's been every time we've ever danced this dance. And the fact that you can't acknowledge that you need to change something to beat me is why you won't beat me.
Of course, maybe that's the goal. Have focus on her, and then maybe you don't focus on Chev enough, and he.
Well, at this point, I have to beat the living shit out of Chev because Steve won't shut the fuck up.
He does seem to have an obsession with you.
I swear to God, I'm just at this point, if he keeps it up, I'm just gonna look at Randy and be like, hey, next rankings period, every single one of my matches is him. Just just twice a week for an entire rankings period, it's just me beating the shit out of Steve for the fans.
I give him credit for talking shit, even though he's getting his ass kicked every time I look at any tape. I mean, two smashing defeats to you. How did he do against Paragon last week? I don't think he fared any better.
Not well. Not well.
Yeah. So, learning curve. Yeah, that learning curve is a steep decline at this point, Steve.
I think he's taking too many headshots at this point. I don't think he's learning much.
I think you need to go after the Mystic Maniacs and Toxic Megatron Avengers of the world before you start trying to knock on Griffin Paragon's door. Just saying. All right, but at any rate, that's fair. He's got a point there, though. I mean, he didn't actually have a choice in the matter. It's not like I threw, But at any rate, with that being said, forget about Steve for a moment, because Who did we say you had tomorrow? Do you remember?
No.
No, me neither. Ah, this is a long list. Oh, Kicker, the reigning estrogen champion. We don't talk much about her, even though she is estrogen champion. Talk to me about your facing Kicker tomorrow.
I mean, that would be fun facing Timu Maeve.
Why do you say she's Timu Maeve?
I don't know. She's just yet another redhead who's trying to follow in the footsteps of one of the greatest women wrestlers RAWF has ever seen. Although I got to tell you, so earlier Maeve was in here, and I thought it was really cute because she said like one of the things she loves doing is doing something better than the English. And I got to say, I'm just, when is she going to start? I haven't seen it yet.
Ooh. Is that a shot?
I mean, no more than the shot she takes at me.
What is the Timu version? Timu's a website, right?
It's like, remember Wish.com?
No.
Timu's the new version of Wish.com.
I have no idea what that is.
Real. It's cheap Chinese knockoffs of good products.
Oh. What's wrong with that?
It's the cheap part.
Hey, cheap is good in today's economy. At least that's what the poor people tell me.
I wouldn't know.
Nah, me neither. All right, but at any getting back on the subject of Radiversary, 13 years. How many rings do you got there now?
Me?
Yeah. Three. Yeah. Well,
eventually I got to figure out how to get a fourth.
Well, I think you know how to get a fourth, but I'm not going to say it.
Well,
anyway.
I have a couple ways I could get a fourth, but I got a primary way that I want to get the fourth.
So what's your final thoughts on the Hall of Fame class going in next week?
I think it's a good class, to be honest with you. I agree with everyone who was put in, although at this point I would like to start taking votes to see if we can remove some people. Or can we do that?
No.
Fine. But, I mean, congratulations to El Bacon here. I think, gracias. I think that was well overdue. I mean, y'all make fun about Hakuri, being old, but Haruki, that's it. I almost said Hakuri. Who the fuck is Hakuri? Haruki being so old, but, to me, she's still a young lady. So good for her. Hopefully someone gets a hold of her so she can show up for that honor. What can I say? Wildfire, there's always going to be a little special place in my heart for Wildfire, due to our history. I'm really happy to see her succeed like this, and good for her. Blake and I have butted heads over and over and over again. I am certainly no fan of Blake's. He is certainly no fan of mine, but I will say he absolutely deserves this honor. And I'm happy to see him, get there. So, yeah, I think it's a good class.
Agreed. Well, anything else you'd like to discuss? Because I think we've pretty much covered everything.
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Good luck tomorrow against Kicker, and we'll see you next week for Radiversary.
Have a good one.
All right. That was the Immortal Griffith. He's ready for his Triple Crown Championship match next week at Radiversary. So we go from talking to all the greats here tonight, for the most part, to talking to a relative newcomer who may someday go into the RAWF Hall of Fame. We shall see. He's off to a good start. Jumping, what did we say, 7th in the rankings, Vacant, tonight?
You did.
All right. Let's talk to the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Jason Seismo Richter. Time to shake things up, as Paragon said. How the hell are you tonight, Jason?
I'm doing just fine, if I'm perfectly honest with you, boss man. Have a nice night, and how you doing, big man?
See, everybody. This is how you do it. You come on. You say hello to both hosts. I am doing very well, thank you, senor.
You're absolutely welcome. My mama taught me to be pretty polite to people who don't gotta slight me, so I try and put that forward. So
I got a little side question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Who is that that tall drinker water that came in and plopped down on you out there? I've never seen her before.
Kind of surprised you hadn't seen her before. She's we got it's a mutual acquaintance of Griff's and mine, of all people. Yeah, you wouldn't have thought that, but name of Anne Bonny. Maybe some of y'all have heard of it. Maybe some of you have not.
I have heard of her. I've never actually met her, but I have heard of her.
Yeah, she's I'm surprised she came here myself. Happened to meet her at the docks after coming in from Dublin. I thought she told me she was headed down coast, but she must have made a diversion all the way up to the river here. What as one can do. So if you see something parked down there on the river that ain't one of that bastard Columbus's old ships, I don't know which one it fucking is. The Nina Pinta Santa Maria. I don't know which one's supposed to be parked out on the riverfront there, but if you see something that's not that, it's probably her ride.
On the banks of the Olentangy. Is what? Okay. I don't know that I didn't know they allowed traffic on the Olentangy, but I guess we'll just deal with that.
I don't. From what I hear, rumor-wise, I don't know that she cares.
No,
right.
No, you would not stop her if she wanted to.
So, Jason, you seemed pretty surprised you were ranked this high coming into tonight. What was that?
Well, that's because in my results coming through, I'm starting to get established as the Yapper trademark, but I came in after last week's episode. I kind of finished out 1 and 2 in rankings matches, so I'm a little surprised that I jumped up the rankings instead of dropping down, if I'm honest, because like I said, I thought I did pretty amenably in all my matches, I would argue. Well, 2 of them. And then it's just the thing that got me curious is I didn't realize I was making up that much space. So clearly I'm doing the right things if I'm jumping up to top 10 in my first actual rankings period. I'm feeling pretty damn good about that, if I'm honest.
I mean, you got to remember, I don't count matches till like 2 or 3 weeks after they've finished. I can't do it in real time. I sit down and I look at which round robins are done, which superstars matches. So if you say today's the 17th, so I haven't scored anything past May 3rd. So anything that's happened since May 3rd, now that's a different story. Maybe next week you come back and you've fallen down because of those 2 losses that you're talking about. But in the first 8 matches, you had a 6-2 record, which was good enough to get the 10-point bonus for 75%. And you talked you had some good talking in there. You promo, and you had a scene. So I mean, yeah, good enough for top 10 after 8 matches.
And I'm going to tell you too, moving forward on that, I managed to actually, for one thing, drag some words out of none less than solitude. So I'll take that as a win on its face. But more than that, I want to talk about the Hotshot Chaz match, because I know that's the one that was on TV on Superstars. And look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Some days you're the one doing all the scouting, right? Some days you're the one going out and making all the big moves, doing all the study. But sometimes you're the studied. Sometimes you're the one who gets read like a book. And I think that's kind of what happened there. I went into that match against Chaz, and I was confident, but I think we were both ready to put on a good match, and he just it was because I got looking through it, and he just had my number. There's no other way around it. Sometimes the motherfuckers just got your number. And Chaz was definitely fired up. He was cooking. I don't know if having a bit of a VIP at ringside affected that at all, but he was looking at it. And I got to looking at the film of it later. And I'm not going to lie to you, it actually is helping me to diagnose some own weaknesses in my game. And reason for that is this. So understand this. I've been doing this shit for close to 20 years now at some level, all the way down to, pee-wee youth wrestling. And in all that whole time, I've always been one of the biggest dudes on the mat. Not just big. I'm talking always the heavyweight out of the team, going all the way back to youth wrestling, elementary school, middle school, high school. I've always been in the heavyweight class. So I've done a lot of my shit getting ready to wrestle a lot of heavier dudes who are my size, because I think of it as, it's not even that it's like he was super smaller than me or anything and therefore much more agile, but he wrestled much more agile. And I think I did have a bit of a problem of someone just coming straight out the gun at me, as Doc even said on commentary. I believe it was Doc who said that on commentary during the match, who said that, I need to get myself back together, and he was right on that. But when you're a heavyweight wrestler, when you're not just a heavyweight, but the heavyweight wrestler, you kind of get a mentality about you. You got to be not just the big guy, you got to be the intimidator. You got to be the one who goes out and flattens dudes. And so having people come straight at you, it's not what you're used to, because big dudes, oftentimes when you're wrestling another big dude, you got to go in and try and flatten each other. That's just the way it is with that. So having Chaz not be methodical, not try and catch a ton of holds, but just come straight out the gate at me like it was like trying to be a pulling tractor on an F1 track. It just wasn't the right scene for me, but it's showing me how I can diagnose my game. I'm working on my workout routine to be a little more ready for that kind of nonsense in the future. So, like I told Minifee a couple weeks ago, at this point, you'll catch me off guard the one time, but next time, and I'm sure there's going to be another time where I got to face Hotshot Chaz, but next time, you're not going to catch me that hard off guard. You had my number. Good on you, Chaz. You did a damn fine job of it, and I understand that he's fired up, and he's looking to make sure that he maintains his top 25 rankings, because he seems to be kind of hung up on that, making sure he stays in the top 25, top percentages of this. Y'all always y'all perverts, man. And again, this is coming from a good, hard, honest, working pervert here. Y'all always looking to catch me out with my words on some bullshit. Like, y'all, what is wrong with you?
So many things.
All right. Well, tomorrow here on Superstars, you face an RAWF Hall of Famer in Money Sue, and some people find it hard to get him to talk. Some people push the right buttons and get a whole diatribe from him. So, and he's not a slouch, even though in recent years, he hasn't really done a whole lot in RAWF. He is an RAWF Hall of Famer for the things he's done. What are your thoughts on facing Money Sue tomorrow?
Money Sue's an interesting angle, and the reason I'm finding for that is because, as you may recall, when I first really started getting active here, right around Immortal, He actually made an open challenge that was answered by Sabian, as you may recall. But he seemed like he was trying to call me out directly because he ragged on my name, which was really stupid because that's not something I can do anything about. I guess I could go to the courthouse, change it, but I don't want to. Oh well. But more to the point, it was just kind of a dumb jab, anyways. And then Money Sue, but his big challenge, as people might recall, was I will fight. Basically, I will fight anyone in a Fubar City match, and like I'm not going to do that for my second or third match in because I don't hate any of these any of y'all like that at this point. I'm not on that shit. I'm not just the kind of guy. I'm not Kid Rock here. I'm not just going to go fight me in the fucking Waffle House parking lot as like a greeting. That's not how I do shit. That's never how I've done shit. That's some fucking that's some yee ass bullshit, and I don't play that. So I'm gonna be real interested to actually face Money Sue in a proper ass between the ropes wrestling match. That's what I wanted to go for there because before Sabian just said, yeah, I'll go fight you out in a parking lot. Throw me in a dumpster. Before all that shit happened, I was going to respond back to Money Sue and say, all right, look, you want work from me, you want to work with me, that's cool. You want to get in this match with me, but we're going to do it in a more I'm not just going to fight your ass. We're going to have a proper ass match, and that's what's going to happen on tomorrow's show. I'm going to have a proper ass match with a Hall of Famer and Money Sue, and we're going to see if he's truly got the skills to hang and bang between the ropes, or if he's leaning too much on his hardcore credentials and just wants to fight dudes for scraps of ham in the dumpster because that's all he's really up to.
You will find out firsthand what Money Sue's all about tomorrow. If you catch him at his best, it's not an easy out. I'll tell you that right now. We shall see.
As I said before, I'm not looking for easy outs.
On a lighter note, we need to get your ass a nameplate.
Yeah, I've seen people hanging out with some of their nameplates, and it's kind of like I guess I need.
Dude, Randy M. Draw has a nameplate and you don't.
Yeah, what the fuck's that about?
I'm just saying. I don't know where he got it from.
It's about slacking.
I think maybe from what I saw, because I do a good bit of wandering around during shows, and I think there's like a whole box of them back there for people who are on staff in case they gotta go out in the ring for some reason. I think Randy has like 18 of them that he's made himself over the years. That would be my guess. That's the only reason why I saw so many of them in that damn box.
At anywho, with that being said, good luck tomorrow against Money Sue. Don't know who you'll be facing at Radiversary yet, but we shall see.
I've put a few feelers out there to get some people, see if they wanna get some work. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out if somebody wants to line up across the ring from me and take that step or what.
All right, we shall find out. Maybe somebody will. Radiversary coming up in just 8 nights away. Jason, thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it.
No problem, boss man.
And we will talk to you again soon.
Yeah, take care.
All right. So it's nice. We had a nice eclectic group tonight, El Vacant. We went from RAWF Hall of Famers to those who have the potential to be to someone just starting out and has some promise to him. So, good night, I think, here on After Hours tonight. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next week it will be Radiversary weekend, which means Hall of Fame induction ceremony will be on Saturday and Sunday. I will probably make the scene on Friday. And So how it works out is if anyone wants to do an on-air speech, they have the privilege of they can come on air and do that, or if they want to do it in the scene, they can do that. Their inductors can do the same. Uh, I do know El Vacant, and I am inducting El Vacant, and that will be live on Sunday night, the induction and his acceptance speech. Correct, El Vacant?
See.
So that will be Sunday night. It is not required that you say anything if you don't want to, because I mean, if I know that some people may have issues, some people may not be able to make it. That's fine. But we still congratulate all of you, and we will do so next weekend, as well as celebrate 13 years of RAWF. It is it's amazing that it's been that long, Elvagan. I mean, I know
Right.
you haven't. You've been here for at least 10 of it, if not more.
Been a hot minute, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Every year I sit back and I look back, and you know when Maeve asked me earlier what I'm most proud of, holy cow! Where do I begin? You know, that one's going to be a tough one. I'll have to think about that and answer that question next week. At any rate, folks, we will see you all next Saturday night right here on the RAWF Radio Network, where we will be inducting at least a couple of our class of 2026 into the RAWF Hall of Fame. We'll talk more about the matches and maybe a little talk about our fallen colleague as well. With that being said, for El Vacant, I am Lord Amadeus. This has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. See you all later.
Hasta la bye-bye.